agent, right?
Yes.
With Keller Williams?
No. With
No.
EXP.
Oh, you're with EXP? Nice. Have you ever met Brent Gove?
No.
So Brent Gove's on with us
Yeah.
today. Do you know anything about Brent Gove?
I don't, but I've been learning about a lot of people, so I'll
Yeah.
definitely go look him up.
So every year, one of the benefits about being with EXP is we get to go to Texas and hang out with Brent and his friends at Build Conference. He's one of the ones that puts it on. It's a huge conference. It's amazing. And you come away from it with just so much value.
Okay.
You want to talk about it a little, Brent?
Well, yeah, it's first of all, how you doing? Is it Sophia?
Yes, I'm doing well. How are you?
All right. I don't have my glasses, so I cannot read all the little writing under you guys. It's Sophia and who I can't I don't have my glasses.
My name is Noel. Just think Christmas.
Christmas.
Noel.
Well, this is
That's a good way to think of it.
right. We're putting the bulbs up on the tree tonight. For this is for you, baby. Okay, so here, I'll show you. We got the tree up today. There it is.
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
Right on. Look at that.
We're in, there's my porch. I don't know if you see the lights on the porch. Should I get them out there?
What I want to know is, did that go up before
Nice.
or after Black Friday?
It went up this weekend. I got to admit.
Man. All right. Okay.
We're out here in the Caribbean. And so, you run to Walmart and you do what you can do.
That's right.
Walmart is the exciting shopping experience here, baby. And they have a Chick-fil-A in the parking lot, so it's good. But Sophia, we do a conference called Build every summer. We get thousands of agents to show up, and we teach people how to build their real estate practice, their business, build a future, build legacy, build retirement, all that good stuff. So people love it. It's a big deal at EXP. So, and that's what Matt was talking about. But hey, let's get into it today, man. Matt, what do you want to talk about today? What are we going to hit today for Noel and Sophia?
So I want to talk about
here I can be on
about prospecting techniques and follow-up. I
Okay.
want to hit that every single week, Mondays at 2. I think that right now with the market the way that it is, that's all that matters is prospecting and follow-up. Because if you're not doing those two things,
You're done.
You're going to end up going to work for, like you said, there's Chick-fil-A or Walmart or any of these other worse options than what we do for a living.
There's a great quote, Matt, and Sophia, you and Noel can write this down. Either build your goals and dreams, or someone will hire you to build their goals and dreams. Either build dreams, or someone will hire you to build theirs. And so in order to do that, you have to be tough on yourself and easy on other people. Never hurt people. Tough on yourself, easy on other people. And you got to tell yourself what to do and when to do it and how to do it, and put a smile on your face and suck it up and do it when you don't want to. And if you don't, you'll blow out. You'll have to go get a job, and they will tell you what to do, when to do it, when to be there, how to do it, what you'll do, and you will do it. Fired. Right. On ourselves, like, I don't feel like doing an open house this week. I think I want to pass. And it's like saying, I'm not going to go to work. They would fire you. And yet, what do? I'm not going to go door knocking, or I'm not going to call. For me, my big thing was open houses. And so, but before I get in there, Noel, what do you do for lead generation? Prospecting for lead gen. What is it that you like to do?
So believe it or not, my role is a little different. I'm not an agent. I work for a title company, and I wear a lot of hats for the title company. So I know I can attest to what you're saying when, if you're working in a job, they tell you where to be, when to be, how high to jump, and that's the game. That's the game. So I think that quote that you just said resonates probably on a different level. I'm here. Hopefully, I can offer maybe some insight as to some of the resources that we have, but also just kind of lean on my experience. I've been doing this for about 23 years, and I've seen it all. I've seen all the markets. I've seen, and I can vouch for some of the things that work and don't work, because in every market there's some consistent things that still work, and there's some consistent things that don't.
So, are you a title rep?
I am. I'm actually the assistant county manager out here, but I am a title rep, and with a twist, I like to say, because I do more than just the traditional title rep stuff. I do pride myself in being able to provide you guys with some real value from a title company. So,
what?
Yeah.
Which title company?
Old Republic Title. Old Republic.
Great company, outstanding company. Sophia, how long have you been in real estate?
November 30th will be a year.
Nice.
All right.
No,
do you know Noel?
What was that question?
Do you know Noel?
No, I don't. Nope, I've never met.
I've sold 5,000 homes in my 27-year career. It's my third market, adjustment, we'll call it. So I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Sophia, from somebody who sold over 5,000 homes, said I was the number one RE/MAX agent in California out of 10,000 RE/MAX agents out, sold them all. So number one thing you should do is meet Noel for coffee next week. That's number one. For coffee, get to know him, find out how he can help you. He's got 23 years of experience. He prides himself and not just saying, hey, meet this escrow officer, but how can I get in and help your business? He would not be here 23 years later if he was not a stable human being. And he's staying power, and this is third market shift. And we're in a market shift. The fact that you started in a shift is great. Some of our most successful are, all you know is what this market is. It ain't tough. It's just what you know. It's all you know. It's not hard because you've only been in this market. So here's the deal. For everybody, me included, massive actions, what's going to create results. So that means massive prospecting. Now, everyone thinks they talk to 4, 5, 10 people a day. That's a lot of prospecting. No. When you're talking to 20 plus a day, you're doing a lot of prospecting. You got to push yourself. If it feels uncomfortable, you're doing the right thing. Write that down. If it feels uncomfortable, you are doing the right thing. And then if you do the uncomfortable enough, long enough, it becomes comfortable. Super easy for me to talk to people because I did the uncomfortable for a long time. Same with Noel. He's been here for 23 years. I'm sure he's very good at talking to people. It's a skill. And then, but even people who have the skill, like I could have the skill and Noel, but if I need to grow my business, if I need to go make some dough, feed the kids, buy groceries, make the car payment, your press clippings do not buy groceries. Your press clippings, in other words, your trophy. I was at dinner last night here in Puerto Rico. Guy pulled out his phone and it said, Todd Lay is number one again. And that was 1993. That's awesome that he was number one 30 years ago. Yeah. And he looked young and he was laughing about it. And he's actually very successful. He owns a home in Medellin and a home here in Puerto Rico. And he's from Northern California. I've known him for 30 years, but he laughed. He was number one paper route guy. He got more people to sign up for the Sacramento Bee back when there used to be a paper, that was delivered to your front door. And so that's great that I was a big star in my past. But if you're looking over your shoulder, you're going to walk into a lamppost. The reason the windshield is big and the rear view mirror is tiny is you're not supposed to spend a lot of time looking in that rear view mirror. You want to spend more focused time on where you're going. And so, Sophia and you, Noel, and you, Matt, you want your life to change. You got to get extreme and radical, which is what I've always done in the area of prospecting. Like at EXP, you could sell a lot of homes. That's good. You could do commercial and luxury. That's good. And you better do it but I got really, while I was doing that, I got extreme about this. So I'm very visual. I drew out the people I was working with, and then I literally helped them. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people in these leagues I sponsored. But I did it 7 years ago. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time? Today. 7 years ago, I started doing this. Now you got to, I mean, this like way out here has 600, 500, 500, 400, 400, 150, 150, 150, boom, 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 boom. And so these are the different legs that I help grow. Those are agents, but that's like having, 10 builders you're selling homes for or something. It's really good. But I had to, grin and bear it. I had to dial for dollars. And it's not like timeshare. Like I have a friend who does timeshare in Cabo San Lucas. And it's a close. Here's all the benefits. Here's what we have. You need to buy today. And that's not what we're doing here. Now, when you're showing property, you want to write an offer and put them in escrow, and you want to open an escrow with Old Republic Old Republic title, no doubt. Noel can help you with that. And you should definitely throw them a bone. I'm sure you have a title company by now. But if you don't, you have a team, Sophia. It's your home inspector that you work with all the time. It's your general contractor that you work with all the time. It's someone like Noel who can help you, and his escrow officer. They're your team. And your loan officer. You have a team. You have a very sophisticated team, but you probably don't meet with them once a quarter and pull them all together and go, man, what are your goals? What are you about? Let me try to introduce you to more agents, Noel, and watch what he does for you. Like, help introduce your loan officer to more agents. Help your loan officer do more loans. How does that help you? That's what we're made to do. We're made to help people. The size of the window you give through is the size of the window you get through. The more you give, the more you get. The more you take, the less you get. Takers lose, givers gain. You be a giver. You enter the room. It's not like, what can I get out of this room? It's who can I help? How can I help my painter get some jobs so he or she can buy groceries and feed their family? And when you're like, but I need to do my own. There's time for you too, but it's like, how do we help people? When you add value and you're helping your roofer, you're thinking about your plumber, you're concerned about your gardener, the guy who mows lawns and helps clean up listings when you get them, if you need them. This is your team. And I gave my roofer so many roofing jobs that said, hey, I need you to re-roof a property. They don't have any money. Can you bill escrow? And hopefully we should sell it the next month or two, and it'll close in a month or two. So you might have to sit on that roof job for 3 or 4 months. And it took 4 months, and he re-roofed a house, zero out of pocket, just for me. I remember 20 years ago, I was sent so many deals to I was working with First American back then. Probably over, I would say about 350 title and escrows a year. Pretty good, right, Noel? Oh, and we had that. We couldn't direct them all. We were doing close to 500, but I'd say about 350 we put through First American. I got a pickle where these people needed to move in. End of story. They had to move in, and the wire didn't get there in time, and the title company at the money. They released it to record anyways on a $450,000 home with no money, no wire. It's not done. But I sent them so much business. They go, for you, yes. I was in a pickle, my lender, and he just handed me $20,000. I'd sent him so much business. I didn't ask. He knew I was in a pickle financially, and he goes, hey, come here, I need to meet with you. He says, not alone. If you want to pay me back someday. Of course I did pay him back. Is that a RESPA violation? Probably. Anyway. The statute of limitations are out. My point is, if you're loyal to people, they'll be loyal to you. And your clients, you reap what you sow. You are what you are. And so, let's break it down to this, because I have to take a shower and get ready for a birthday party that's happening in 10 minutes. So I will say this. Sophia, you've been doing real estate for a year. What's your favorite way to get a lead for a potential buyer or seller? Like, what's your jam? What is your lead generation jam? I'm sure you've tried maybe the expireds for sale by owner, maybe some open houses, maybe some sphere, working your sphere and asking for the business. What is it that you do, Chamber of Commerce? How are you after a year? What is it that you enjoy the most about which one?
I've been doing open houses, and I go to a lot of social events.
Good. So that's your two jams.
That's my two things. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Is it working for you? be straight up. You gotta be brutally honest with me. If you tell me, yeah, it's going okay, and it's not, so I want to know the truth. Is this working for you?
Well, I just came to EXP 3 months ago.
Nice.
Prior to that, I was at another broker, and that's what we were doing. We were going to all these events. We was, and it wasn't working for me. So I
Okay.
left and I came to EXP, and I've been doing the open houses, and the open houses are working for me. I'm getting out there, I'm getting exposure, I'm talking to clients, I'm getting referrals. I also I took a chance and did a for sale by owner open house. And I told the owner, hey,
Those
you
are-
don't owe me anything. I'm just gonna do an open house for you. If somebody comes in here and buys it, great. But if people come in here and they don't have an agent, then you're okay with me, pursuing them. And he was, sure, sure. So I did an open house for sale by owner, and it went well.
That's super creative. So have you ever seen my open house program that I have on the internet?
No.
It's free. The year I sold 427 homes, 318 were strangers I had met at open houses. So have you ever met anyone who sold over 300 homes from open houses?
Wow. That's great.
How about in 1 year? I sold thousands of homes from open houses. So that was my jam. And so if you want to watch that, I spoke at the County Board of Realtors like 4 years ago, and somebody FaceTime live me from the front row. And I did a 90-minute presentation on how I sold all those homes in 1 year. Like, how is it that I do my open houses? Because Tony Robbins just got back from Dallas from UPW, Unleash the Power Within. He goes, do you want to succeed as an architect? You want to succeed as a stockbroker? You want to succeed as a title rep? You want to succeed as a real estate agent? You want to succeed as a stockbroker, as an accountant? Find the number one accountant, the number one architect, the number one title rep in the world. Don't find someone who is good. That is the worst thing you could do, is have a good mentor. Find somebody who's flipping outstanding. I mean, outstanding. And dissect their business. Like, what is it they do? And if you respect them, I found one of those people, and this guy swore so much. And he was such an ugly person. I'm like, I don't care what he does. I don't want to be like him. Because become like, you got to have someone that you respect them, their ethics, their morals, who they are. For me, that was important. And I finally found one in Toronto, 3,000 miles away. And I would fly to Toronto twice a year, and he would put on events, and I would sit there for 2 or 3 days, take pages and pages of notes. And he took me from 40 sales a year to 400. He 10x my business because I didn't know how to do it, but he had a model that worked. So that's number one model. Number two, I love the fact that you love open houses, because that is my jam. Other people call the expireds. Other people work on the for sale bonus. I think it's brilliant. I took a chance. You didn't take a chance. You kidding me? You had a killer house you could hold open. There's no chance. There was only win for you. There's no chance. One of the things you'll learn by watching my open house, I did it at the Placer County Board of Realtors. They usually have 25 people show up on Fridays. They had 240 show up. They serve lunch. They make lunch for 25 people. When people heard I was going to train on how I do my open houses, 200, they had the most they'd ever had come was 30. There were 240 showed up for this, and it got FaceTime live. So I post it at brentgove.com. You can watch it. I don't sell the program. It was recorded about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. But the principles are the same. They have not changed. It's the same thing I've been doing for like 20 years. An open house is an open house is an open house, but not the way I did it. And so, so watch that. Go to Brent Gove, click on buyers.
I can back Brent up with brentgove.com. I go to it. I've been going to it for, years now to gain resources, because he doesn't charge you for anything. Yeah. So, he's got scripts on there, if I remember. There's videos, tutorials, all kinds of stuff. And I think it's one of the best resources in real estate.
Okay, great.
So watch the video. It's about a 90-minute training. I wish they'd turn the video around at the audience. There were 200. It's on me the whole time, which I think is boring. I wish. And so it's time. It was jam-packed. And I just did a new one. I just lit it up. And so you'll have some aha moments there because you already like it. You already found some ways to make it work. But watch it 2, 3, 4 times, take some notes. That will help you. I'll just give you some hints right now. I would put out 30 signs, not 5 or 10.
Okay.
30, and all my signs had free list of area homes. People may pull up and, oh, it's a 2-story, let's keep going. Well, not if there's a free list of area homes. Like, oh, let's go in and get the list. Now
Right.
you're at they drive away, you can't swing the bat. And so that free list of area homes is like honey. It's what bears want. It's what people want. It's a big deal having free list of area homes on your open house signs, all of them. And most people put out 5 or 10. I put out 30. It took an hour. Doesn't that take a long time? I'd start at 9, at 10. Then I'd work from 10 to 5. I'd put in 7 hours. And if they're rolling through the door at 5 and starting to get dark, I'd stay till 5:30. If they're rolling through the door at 5:30, I'd stay till 6. If they're rolling through the door, I'd call my wife. Babe, is it cool? I'm going to be late. They're pouring through the door. I'd stay till 9 at night. I would 7 is 12 hours. I'd be doing 14 hours, but I only did it for 3 months. It wasn't 3 years or 30 years. I did it for 3 months. That was it. 3 months of my life. At the end of 3 months, I had about 80 clients. Most people have 2 or 3. Why they're starving real estate. I had 80. And everyone says, oh my gosh, how do you work with 80 clients? You can't. You only work with the highly motivated ones that call you. They beat your door down. They call you and say, we want to make an offer. You're like, awesome. Where? They go, we're at this open house we found or Belinda or Yuba City or out in Plumas Lakes or out in Marysville or Lincoln or Wheatland or Sheridan, and we want to make an offer. You're like, great. And you want to write? Yeah. And you're like, I'm embarrassed. I don't recognize your voice. And I'm a number saver. Oh, we kept your cord for 6 months. We met you at an open house a half a year. We loved you, Sophia. I met this couple kept my card for a year. I sold them a big, expensive home in Folsom because I was different. I was passionate. You can't fake authenticity. And when you're passionate, people will keep your card and they will call you later. But I have to go, but hopefully this was helpful. But watch the video at brentgove.com. Click on buyer advice. Yep. And Noel likes it. And then I'll let the 3 of you keep dialoguing on some.
Hey, thanks so much, Brent, for coming on with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. This has been so good. This is good knowledge I need.
Sophia, you have a sweet countenance about you. I can tell you I've hired 177 agents in a single year. I've hired many agents that have sold 7 homes their first year. I've got 7 agents I hired that sold me in the first month that sold 7 homes in escrow. Now they had a model to copy, which you have not had. You've been kind of fumbling blind with your old broker.
Exactly. Just going around trying to feel my way.
Model. They had my model. They copied my model, which I copied from the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world. Outstanding. Not good. There's good managers and there's outstanding. Copy the outstanding. I copied the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world. I flew halfway around the world to copy his model. I'm not smart. I just copied how to make chocolate chip cookies. So yeah, you're going to make this. I want to turn you on to one more thing. Every Thursday, we do a team meeting. Every Thursday. It's from 10 to 11. Okay, I'll see you there. I'm going to take a shower. I'll be there. My wife's bailing. Hey, honey, wave bye. It's a birthday dinner. I'm being very bad today, but it's a quick shower. I'll be right behind them. So, but I want to say this because this matters. Where was I going? So this team meeting. It's 10 to 11 every Thursday morning Pacific. Okay. When I started that team meeting, take a guess. Well, I'll let you guess. Seriously, be realistic, but. How many years have I run that for? 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years? How long do you think, Sophia? Like, don't miss, never miss. Oh, we take off New Year's, Easter, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Obviously, we don't do a team.
8 years.
We started in 1999.
Oh,
Been running for 24 years. That's half the battle in life. Is showing up. When you book an open house, you do. That's what you're doing. You're not houseboating. You'll get invited to go snow skiing. You'll get invited to go houseboating, and you're not going to want it necessarily. But you suck it up and you put on your big girl pants. We put on our big boy pants, and we do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, whether we feel like it or not. People who I mean, feelings can help you, but most people are harmed by them. That's just not motivated or want to. You sound like a teenager, 14-year-old, a 16-year-old. I don't want to clean my room. I don't want to mow the lawn. I don't want to do the dishes. That's great. Go do the dishes. It doesn't matter. Adulting is sucking it up. You get a ticket to the struggle bus, and when you lean into it and you go, you creates endorphins. It creates energy. You have so much respect for yourself. Self-respect is an important thing. You not like I'm the greatest, not like that, but you like, you know what? I got the huevos to say, if this is going to happen, if I have to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, this is going to happen. When you have that, and you backed it up again and again and again, you can do anything. Eventually, it may take you a year longer or 3 years longer than you thought. But come to my team meeting. It's and Noel, you're welcome to jump on too. It's every Thursday morning from 10 to 11, open to everyone. We have about 40 people that show up in person. It's in Roseville. You're welcome to show up in person, Sophia. And it's at my office at Pleasant Grove and 65. We have a beautiful office, giant conference room. I'm building my new office for 1.4 million. While people are pulling back, I'm pushing forward, man. It is stunning, brand new, putting $500,000 in the furniture. We're growing. That are growing. That's another thing. Who you hang out with matters. Find people who are kicking bottom now and make sure you're their friend. I mean, hang out with them. Where are they? Go find them, seek them out. It rubs off on you. You hang out with 4 or 5 people leaving the industry, that'll put fear in your heart and that'll rub off on you. So it's every Thursday from 10 to 11. It's goveteamzoom.com. It might be goveteammeeting.com. I apologize. I'm looking it up right now as we speak.
Okay.
I think it's actually goveteammeeting.com. I'm literally typing it in. Yes, it's Gove, that's my last name, teammeeting.com. No password needed. Goveteammeeting.com. You're all invited. And it's every Thursday from 10 to 11. I usually jump on. Sometimes I'm in town. I'm there in person. Other times I'm on Zoom. We have lenders come in and speak. We have title reps come in and speak. We have escrow officers. We have home inspectors. We have the mayor of Sacramento, the mayor of Yuba City. We'll get in political figures. We talk to developers. We talk into, how to get buyers to buy and sellers to sell, how to write counter offers, how to fix broken escrows where everyone wants to sue each other. We talk about all kinds of stuff that's super helpful to you. I highly recommend you put that in your calendar on repeat every Thursday from 10 to 11 and tell people about it. We do record it and we put it on my YouTube channel. It gets seen another 500 times easily. So that helps a lot of people out. So that's a good place to start. And I think we'll leave it there. And my wife's officially gone. So she knows I said, I got to do this, babe. I've actually helped her all day. We've been decorating the place and getting ready. My pastor's flying in tonight, Pastor Francis from the Rock of Roseville in Northern California. And then Pastor George from the Rock of Gainesville. He's literally in the air. He just texted me going, I'm almost there. So he's an hour drive once he lands in San Juan. I live on the coast here in Puerto Rico. So we're going to play golf all week and hang out. And I'm going to be a bum, but I helped her all day. She's happy with me. Trust me.
Awesome.
So, Noel, did you want to say something? I saw you unmute yourself, and I just kept rambling. Did you want to kick it in?
No, I just didn't want to interrupt. It's so good. There are
Yes.
so many nuggets of gold just in that 30 minutes there that, I mean, I didn't really have a whole lot of expectations coming into the meeting, and I'm walking away with myself with just nuggets of gold, Sophia.
Yes.
I don't know if you realize what you just tapped into, but that was amazing. That's so good.
Thank you,
I'm
buddy.
pumped. I'm ready to run through a wall.
Hey, Noel,
I know, right?
if I can talk for Old Republic, if you want to do a Zoom, I'll do it. I won't even mention EXP. I've talked for First American. They freaked out. They're like, that's the best talk I've ever heard in my life. And I talked to all the reps for First American. So if you want to get together 10 of your title reps that I can tell them how to get business from agents and how to kick butt in 2024, I would love to do that for you. And so the way I'm saying, you help other people, and then all of a sudden, wow, I got a listing out of nowhere. No, you didn't.
Right.
God sees what you do. secret. He knows that you picked up trash when you could have walked by it. You know, we walked the beach and we came out with handfuls of trash. You know, a little bit of here by the time we got off the beach, and we felt good to go to the trash can. Everyone else walked by it, but not my wife and I. It's the little. It's how you do anything. It's how you do everything. It's how you show up in life. So, Sophia, we're excited. Matt, you're a stud. You know how I feel about you, man. I wouldn't be for me. You know, good dude.
Hey, Sophia, we only have about 9 minutes left. I did want to let you know what has been working for me lately for listing appointments, right?
I want to hear this. Go ahead,
By
Matt.
we, I mean my wife and I, right? We're a team. She found out that Hillcrest Estates did not have a neighborhood Facebook group. Okay. And so she started one. And then I went to Noel and got every address and owner in Hillcrest Estates address, right? And I made up a little card like this, real simple. You're invited to Hillcrest Estates Facebook group with a QR code to join the group. And I mailed that out. It cost money. It cost me about $70. It was not much money at all. Right, printed all the things up as staples. Noel got me the labels and then postcard stamps. Right, and you're going to sit there for about an hour putting on these stamps. You're going to bundle them in with rubber bands, and you go drop it off in that blue mailbox. Right, and you mail it out. And it takes a few days for people to respond, but we got 70 people in that group, 75 in that group, right off the bat. And now what we do is we make the rules for that group. So who advertises in that group? You think it's a Moreno real estate team? You bet it's Moreno real estate team, right?
Yes.
It's everything Matt and Janelle. And, you know, everybody started interacting with each other. And one lady like set up a parade, a neighborhood parade. And it's our neighborhood, by the way. It's where we live. And when we moved here, it was just a bunch of old people. So, you know, it took a few years, but younger folks started moving in, and they're the ones that are going to be showing up. They're the ones that are going to be selling a house every couple of years. You know, their parents are, I mean, if you're 80 living in a house, you're probably not going to be selling that house that your kids will be. You know what I mean? And so we just started target marketing these different neighborhoods, becoming the Hulk in the puddle in different areas in Yuba City, but you know, we cover a huge area. And from that, we got listing appointments. And you know, people think, oh, I'm going to sell a house. It doesn't matter if they know somebody. If they're in your Hillcrest Estates Facebook group and they're seeing your stuff all the time there, then they're always going to be seeing it elsewhere.
Right.
You're at the top of their mind.
Right. That's
And
what they've never seen.
So that's something that worked for us. And I wanted to lay that down for you because it's a piece of value. You can take it home today.
Yes. Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta? So go do it there. You know, but it's just great because you control the rules of the group. You don't let another real estate agent join that group.
Right.
Bottom line.
Sophia, who's your sponsor and who's their sponsor? I want to here's what group you're in Atlanta.
I'm under Nicole Ambrose.
Cool. I know that name, Nicole Ambrose. Who's her? Do you know?
Yeah, she's one of the top producers here in Atlanta.
Do you know who's above her?
I can't remember who's above her, but I know I'm in there with Jay. I think Jay is like number 6.
Jay Kinder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Reach out. Yeah. Shy. Don't be shy. Reach out to people.
Yeah.
Also, Sophia, you can find out who's in your upline by going to my.exprealty.com.
Okay.
Sign into that using your just normal username and password that you use for KV Core and all that. And you'll see the whole list of who's there for you in EXP.
I want to invite you to something. I'm going to be in Atlanta in January. It's called the Create Conference. Has nothing to do with real estate. And there's about 200 entrepreneurs show up. John Maxwell's been there. Gary Brecka's been there. The guy who wrote Living Naked with the Seals been there. Russ Yeager, he's a fitness. Randy Yarn, he's on the board of directors for Tony Robbins. He sits on Tony Robbins' board.
Okay.
There's been so many amazing speakers. So it's in your backyard, and it is freaking amazing. I've been going to this guy's stuff for about 18 months. Every time he does something, I show up. I'm going to fly in from Puerto Rico and for this, and it's in your backyard in January. And if you text me, I will give you the dates and a link so you can check it out. It's very inexpensive to go.
Okay.
And they do it at a church there, and it's first class venue, only 200 people. And like, there are stars that will show up. Les Brown, do you know who Les Brown is?
Mm-hmm.
Les Brown was, last time I was there, Les Brown's just walking around. You can go sit and have Les Brown, have lunch with John Maxwell. It's like, usually there's thousands where these guys show up. And this guy who runs it, Ken Jocelyn, used to be a pastor in Atlanta. Ken knows everybody. He's personal friends with Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone. And he's just, Grant Cardone calls him preacher man, but he's retired. He's not doing that anymore, but he's just, I love the guy. But I'll give you my cell phone, and Joel, write this down. Matt's already got it, but it's 916-223 Sophia 223-5555. And send me a text and say, give me the more information on the Create Conference in Atlanta. It's in your backyard. You have to come. I'll be there. I'll high five you. Love to meet.
Yes. So you said 916-223
5555, or as we say in Puerto Rico, 5555.
Got it.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yep. And Noel, send me a text, man. Whatever I can do to help you out, man. We all got goals and dreams and aspirations. Whatever I can do to help you at Old Republic, I'd love to be a part of that. And Matt, you're a stud. Thanks for inviting me on. I hope it's not the last time. Yeah. But I'm going
to be doing this every Monday at 2 p.m.
I love it.
Sophia, will you be back next week?
I will be back. Yes.
Will you bring people?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a few people I can bring. Yes.
If you can just invite all week long for me.
Okay.
I want to reach out to as many people as humanly possible, so I can help as many people as humanly possible. I mean, this is the way to do it.
Matt's a superstar out here in Northern California, so everyone loves him. All right, guys, I got to go. Great.
Thanks,
all right, thank you.
Take it easy. We'll see you.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Sophia, do you have my phone number?
Oh no, can you give it to me? I appreciate it.
530-216-6716.
Okay.
And how did you hear about our event today?
Well, I met with Brandlin, Jay's son.
Okay.
And he helped me build a funnel, so I got all these leads coming in.
Yeah. Awesome.
And we were talking. He was talking about my downline, and I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Your dad's in my downline." I saw him in there at number 6. He's like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Like, so he started inviting me to the groups and telling me get in. He said, "You're a honey badger. Get in there."
That's awesome.
So that's
right on. Well, that's good. I'm about to go. I don't have the upgraded plan for Zoom, so we only have 40 minutes.
Okay.
But,
hey, Noel, can I get your number too? Because I probably will need a title.
Absolutely. 530-237-7546.
Okay, perfect. And then I'll send you my information.
Nice meeting you.
Call or text me anytime you need anything, okay?
Okay, I sure will.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Thanks, Matt.
All right.
All right, thank you.
See you later.
All righty.